Hello, hello. Tiny Mellow. Yes, I hit affiliate. I got the email from Twitch this morning. I'm very, very happy. I'm very excited. Let me turn off this music that's still in my ears, even though it's not in the stream. There we go. Yeah, a huge thank you to everyone who has followed me on Twitch. A huge thank you to all my subscribers on YouTube. A huge thank you to Rygard for the raid the other day that really helped push me over the edge. A huge apology to everyone that now has to see ads when they come to my Twitch channel, but, you know, those fractions of a cent are going right out of Jeff Bezos's pocket and into my pocket, and we should all be happy about that. On the subject of that, I do now have a secret subscribers-only room in my Discord. If anyone feels like doing that, obviously no pressure. That same room will be accessible to YouTube members whenever I hit the right thresholds on YouTube, but I'm still pretty far from that over there. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it as far as that stuff goes. Otherwise, streams continue as normal. So yeah, last time I got AUGs up and running somewhere down here. Nope, not that one. Which machine is AUGs? Is it this? Nope. I know it's small like that. Is this it? This is it. Here we go. Oh, and there's a bug. I'm dumping all my water barrels. Lovely. So I'm gonna have to go fix that. And I will, also need to fix a couple of other things. I noticed at the end of the stream last time that moss is a little bit sad. Looking at this, yeah, the ones that run on stone aren't getting stone. My stone is probably sad because I'm not pulling enough metals. I know I started debugging this last time and I didn't write it down. Yeah, we're pushing some stone from these ones. This stone patch is not running at all because there's no carbolic. So our demand on this is low? Oh, this is all stopped entirely. Why are we stopped? There's no steam coming into this? Cool. Okay, that's a big bug. I'm gonna go fix the small AUGs bug, and then we're gonna figure out why I have no steam. Because no steam is gonna be a problem for power as well as for everything else. Where's AUGs? Nope. We're here somewhere. Here we go. Okay, this is easy. Don't actually... Do you need to be whitelisted? You do, because you take... Okay, yeah. AUGs, and then empty barrels can go right in here. I've already got barrels whitelisted here and here. And I've already got trash outserters. Okay. This should turn itself back on. Next is steam. Let's figure out what's going on with steam. So this should be pulling steam from here. Which... This gets steam from two places. Yes, you have to account for the coal dust. I have run into that problem multiple times in this base, actually. I have backed up on coal dust. Which might be the problem now, because we're not currently pushing any steam out of the main plant, which probably means it shut down. No, it's running. Barely running. We're backed up on ash. We're backed up on rust because we're backed up on iron. And this comes down here where I thought I had it set up as a priority input, so this would always be pulled first. But I'm not lane balancing it. Aha! Okay. Yeah, if you plan ahead on the coal dust, you can just build enough boilers to sink it, and it's fine, and it's just part of the whole steam power system. Which I did not do on my first couple of builds, but did do here at least. So up here, we're merging in this iron. And as you can see, it's prioritized, but because we're only pulling a trickle of iron, we're only pulling it from the left half of the belt, and this is not lane balanced. So even though this is supposed to be the priority input, we're not pulling from it. This is an easy fix, and actually, I'm going to fix this up at the other end. That way we can use this whole long belt as a buffer on both sides. And I can just think of my whole system down at that end as being 2-lane iron belts everywhere. However, I split and merge them. Oh, because this could potentially also be dumping on this side. Okay. I did kind of think ahead with some of this. Okay. That should unblock this. And it should get itself moving pretty quickly. There's not a lot of space for these things to be buffered. Yeah, we're backed up on the regular coal, and crushed coal should start coming through as regular coal unblocks itself, potentially. Yes. And that'll start turning on the regular coal outputs. Alright, I'm going to leave myself up here in case I have to debug this any further, but I'm going to think about some of the other things that I know I saw on Tuesday. So, one of them is... Yeah, I need to get a new iron routed into... I don't remember what iron is. Oh, iron nickel... Iron nexalate special alloy. That's right. Because, yeah, this is supposed to be pulling iron from here. And ultimately, what it's pulling right now is a trickle of iron that comes out of this system when this is on. And that's just not that much iron. So I will need to... I think I want to route this iron output. I mean, probably what I should do is rebuild this to match the one up top, because this one's a little cleaner. And then also this iron output, wherever it is, wherever I put it, here, needs to be routed up to, you know, all of this, and priority inputted. Yeah, this is fully unblocked. Awesome, awesome, awesome. These are all running. Yeah, they'll catch up. These can't run at full speed yet because they're still emptying their ash buffers. That's okay. Things are catching up. That's what matters. And Am I getting steam down here again? I am getting steam down here again. Not enough, but some. It's trying. It's going to take a hot second for all of this to catch up. Okay. So what I need to do is take the iron from here and get it routed up and to our main bus up here, and then I should be able to take a fork of the iron here. Yeah, just like I have this fork that goes down to science, I'll have to take another fork down and get it onto this path that goes south. Because this iron feeds not just iron, nickel, and antimony special alloy, but it also feeds, as you can see, our circuits. And they are going to start running low on iron plates if they haven't already. Yeah. So I need to get this running again, and that means plugging in some iron down here. Okay. I guess let's start at this end, figure out how I want to route this up, and then I will... I mean, maybe this just routes right up here and merges at this point. That's reasonable. Oh, let's grab some belts before we do that. I'm going to need more belts. And while I'm here, also drop some things out of my inventory while I'm thinking about it. Borax, there. What am I getting? Belts. What is this iron? This is the iron from... Oh, from here. I forgot I had a little bit of iron coming out of this. Okay, let's route this ash iron up to here then, because this is already a merge in. That'll be a lot shorter of a belt. And then while I'm here, I can also route this one up. Go all the way up? Yes. Okay. So this will come right up here. Sort of. Where does this need to end up? It needs to end up here, merged with that. Okay. Can I just run this? Yeah, like that. Don't need this anymore. Then, just as before, we're going to throw lane balancers everywhere. Okay. Just to make sure that things don't get blocked. Output priority left. Input priority on this shouldn't matter. We should have very little coming from either of these. And I think I saw I had a lane balancer at this end. I do. Okay, so we can just get rid of that lane balancer. All right. And that feeds down here. We prioritize this side because it goes to science and everything else goes to the mall. That's fine. What is wrong with me? What is this awful, awful, awful routing of fuel for assemblers that I've done? Okay. I'm just going to accept that for what it is. It's one of my children and I love it. We're going to run new belt down over. Let's see. Yeah, this is actually more or less where I want to be running this, isn't it? There's Coke. I'm a little bit over on this side. No, I'm exactly where I want to be. All right, all of this goes away. This is, whoops. This is what was the belt from the other side, which I don't need anymore. Let me go dump a bunch of this stone up here in my moss farms to help get them running again while we wait for other things. Okay. The stone should start bootstrapping again now that Steam is going, and I will check on that in a moment. But I just want to get this all running. More random ash. That's probably going to be there until the end of the game. Do I still need this? What is this? This is chests for Earth DNA samples. I do still need this. This still needs to exist. So we're going to come down here. I'm just going to plug this right in where it was before. And that should give us iron again for circuits and iron again for all of the alloys. And I'm going to call this done. You know what? I don't think I need raw coal in my quick bar anymore. I think I can Okay. Raw coal dumped out of my inventory. I have a bunch of wood, some regular coal. I don't even know what to do with that. There's a machine that sucks up regular coal somewhere, isn't there? Yeah, there is. Okay, these are still running slowly. Steam is still not really turned on. No, this system has turned itself back on. That's good. Yeah, things are happening slowly here. This should slowly turn itself back on too. As we make carbolic oil again, this turns on, this generates some steam. Still might need more steam production overall. What are you? You're a top-up valve, right? Because we don't want to block the steam from other sources. And then you're an overflow valve, so you're not running at all. Okay, that's what I thought. So right now, all of our power is being run from... this, and from our geothermal, which is probably going full bore right now. Where's geothermal? This one. Geothermal is going full bore right now. Output full. Okay. I should probably put a steam buffer down here, or a geothermal water buffer. What's the ratio? 240 to 120. It's better to buffer steam. Okay. I should buffer steam down here, so I have a little bit of a steam battery. Let's make a couple more of those. A little more duralumin. Okay, I can grab that. I'm sure I have a couple of those sitting somewhere they shouldn't that I could pick up and use, but I'm just going to make more. Nope, you're not duralumin. You're duralumin. I probably should have limited these buffers. Oh well. And... oh, a little more iron. Oh, and lead. I don't have enough lead. Okay. Where do I get lead from? Is lead one of the things that's on this? Yes. Okay, one more of these. So that's 400 kiloliters of steam added as a big steam battery. That should help a little bit with if we ever go below. Nope, that's not right. Overflow valve, please. I is greater than 95. Okay. And then, oh, I need to actually return it, don't I? I guess it doesn't matter. Like, if I just have it hooked up, they'll pull from the system, right? It'll prefer to... it's not going to, like, fill these at the expense of letting these run. No. Okay. Yeah, this is fine. Right. This disaster. This was iron going to steel, which turns out is also my next to-do list item. My steel build is not fantastic. It's still my original steel build. It keeps up with my steel demand for the most part, but it currently has, you know, no iron patch to feed it. I also have all of this stuff that I should pick up. This is all leftovers from my iron. I'm trying to be careful about tearing down all of these power poles, because I don't actually know what's going to get used for what. I have no idea what this belt of coal is. This just dead ends, doesn't it? Yeah. This is just literally a random belt of coal. And then Stone output isn't a thing here anymore. This is being lane balanced here. I probably have way too many lane balancers on my stone setup. Yeah, and it also gets lane balanced up here. Let's just feed this straight through and lane balance it at the end there. That's fine. I don't actually care. Okay. And a bunch more stone that I can go throw into my moss production. Try to get that running again. Basically hand feeding this until my stone production kind of finishes turning itself back on, and like this is the priority sink down this way for a reason. That reason is latex. That's a good reason. Oh, this is all turned off because we don't have moss. Yeah. Maybe running moss as the high priority one is better. I don't know if it really matters, but... especially since neither of these have lane balancers, so they're not going to do... What is this stone that goes all the way over here? This is for fish, right? Yes, but then I pulled this salt water off for something else. So if this doesn't have stone, we lose the salt water for... Ah! For cDNA. Okay. That's okay. cDNA is one of those things that can just back up. Okay. Where am I and what is broken? Everything is broken, is the answer. Keep throwing stone in here to try to keep this running. This is running, this is running. Do I have carbolic oil feeding this yet? I do. That's good. Not a lot, but some, and that's fine. This little bit of stone is coming off of glass? Yeah. And I just don't have a lot of glass demand up here. That's fine as well. Oh, that is just not true anymore, nor is that. Okay. I think I need to just keep going with what my plan was and hope that as the base turns itself back on, things get into slightly better shape. Steel stage 2 is, yeah, green science. So I'm still on raw iron ore, limestone, and coke. Okay, there's really no sense rebuilding this steel production then. I just need to find some iron ore and route it in. And the steel is like right here. None of these are great options. Maybe I do rebuild it, just so I can put it in a better place. Maybe that's the... Maybe that's the answer that I didn't want to give myself. But it's the answer that I need right now. Yeah. Plus I can switch it to run off a coal power plant, which wouldn't be awful. What does this, what is this steel for? Where goes this steel? Bio containers. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'd need to hook that up, but that is pretty low demand steel sink. So I'm not too worried about getting another belt down there. And that's kind of the only thing that has any reason to have steel be down here at all. So I'm thinking this whole thing just does this. And my inventory's full again. I know, game, I know. Okay. I am... Oh, I forgot I did this. Okay. So that was coming up here. I was splitting a belt between steel and aluminum. And then I think up here it's just a priority splitter. Yeah. So this just turns off. And then steel comes in here. Okay. These chests are empty. I will take them. So, I'm going to flip over to YAFC and I'm going to think about ratios with steel. Because I am really not sure, like, if I wanted to pull in a belt of iron ore and turn it into steel, is that total overkill right now? It probably is. You know, I say it probably is, but then I say it's only 12 foundries, and that just doesn't seem that crazy. Like a coal power plant, okay, 2 coal power plants. But, like, it's a fraction of our coal production. I think I'm okay with this in the general case. Let's do it. Let's make a whole belt of raw iron into steel. Let's just go for it. Why not? I'm building it. I may as well go big. That way I won't have to think about it for a while. So our belt of coke for the whole base comes out here. And I can route that pretty much wherever I want. Is this split just for steel? I'm not really sure. I think it is. No, it's not. It's also running aluminum. Okay, so I do need to maintain this split down to, like, this point. That's fine. Let's, where am I? I want to go over here. Let's liquefy some of this coal. Oh, I'm so zoomy on concrete. Okay, so YAFC says 2 coal power plants, 10 soil extractors, and 12 foundries. The coal power plants are going to be the rough part of that, I think. Although advanced foundries need... Oh, stone furnaces. I have those. I don't think I buffer them in a chest, but I do make a bunch of them somewhere. Oh, I do buffer them. Hey, hey. Okay, 3 more of those. I need... drills. I think I make soil extractors. I do. Excellent. I only need 10 of them. Yes. And then advanced foundries, I need a little bit more stone brick. Which is down here somewhere. Okay. And 12 of those. Okay. Other thing is going to be the coal power plants, and I know these are expensive. Circuits are going to stink, but I did just turn those back on, so that'll catch up. Maybe I want to do one coal power plant and some burners. What does it look like if I just do burners? It's only 6 burners. Maybe the reason to do the coal power plant is because I already have coke there, but like, it's only 6 burners, and I also do have, what do I want to say? I have fuel up here. I have this fuel belt that I'm already doing all sorts of shenanigans with. So if I'm going to pull iron off of this and do my steel up here somewhere, then it's not a big deal to run it off of. Oh yeah, I've got fuel coming up here already. It's just not that big a deal to run it off of burners. And it's 1 burner for every 2 foundries, basically. If I'm going to have 12 foundries and 6 burners. And look, I already have 6 burners in my inventory. Okay. Well, that kind of... Fill up my inventory with wood and stone again. I need to take some time off stream and go around and, like, pick up all of the chests full of resources that I've been leaving behind and feed them into places that can use them. I know the advanced foundries got some changes as far as their heat pipe behavior goes. Like, yeah, they still don't mirror, but they do rotate correctly. But you just do them in a row with their heat pipes sticking up. And sticking down. And then I would just run... Well, I don't have enough heat pipes right now. But 6 burners, you know. They don't even have to be in the middle, do they? I can just stick them anywhere I want. I mean, I could run them in pairs, guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, I could run them in pairs right in the middle, like that. The only problem with this is that it's, I mean, kind of a pain as far as feeding all of these goes. I am only making 0.75 a second, though, so I could... run them all in a row here. Right? And then fuel would come along... Yeah. I mean, I can use long-handed inserters. I don't have to overthink this about, like, routing things in different sides. But we do have 3 inputs and an output, right? So if I do long-handed inserters on this side to get past the... Yeah, it would have to go underneath. That's what I thought. Yeah, these are just kind of in the way when they're like this. The other option is to just run the heat pipes all the way down. Which is what I was originally going to do with 2 coal power plants. So, like, that's not a... I'm just putting this more where I would actually want it. It's not a disastrous option to do that. It's just run the heat pipes all the way down, you know, bring the solid fuel up the side here, and have my little stack of heaters. And then... I'd still need to use long-handed inserters here, but at least they would not be completely in the way. Yeah, I'd have... Yeah, because this says we need 2 yellow inserters for there to be enough for the iron ore requirements. Although I have 12 of these instead of 11.3, so maybe one of them works, but I'm just not even going to bother messing with it. Nine, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So this would be iron in. This would be limestone and coke in. And then this is like heat in. Can these get a neighbor bonus? Is that a thing? I have no idea. I've never put 2 of them next to each other, I don't think. I guess I will find out. So that would be like this. Bring this over. All right, that's heat. Well, nearly. This will be... yeah. These should be closer. There's no reason to have these so far up, is there? It's just gonna waste heat if I do that. So put them down here. I love it when things work out. Let's see. These should also work out nicely in pairs. Kinda, sorta. They don't reach, though. Darn. And I don't actually want those there. I want to put them, like, up here. Can I find a spot where none of these... no, of course not. Let's try that again. Let's just do this instead. Yep, that works. And up here, we also need to power all of these. Same deal. 9, 12. Okay. Need to build a bunch of heat pipes. What do I need to make more heat pipes? Steel. Yikes. I should have double checked that before I went on this endeavor, shouldn't I? Do I have enough? Oh yeah, I have plenty. What do I need more? Like 60 more? Okay. That's a lot of steel, but hopefully I have enough. I have enough for some. Okay. I might have to prioritize. Yeah, the ones on this side, please, bots. So that at least one of these can start to warm up. There we go. That should be enough. It would be funny if the burners did not self-limit. I was kind of surprised that they did. I fully expected them to be like reactors in the base game and just blow through whatever I fed them. But I'm thankful they're not like that. It would make it very, very difficult to deal with a lot of things before circuits if you, if they did not self-limit. Don't even think about it. Well, actually, one second. Let me check something. Can I read without circuits? No. Okay. If you gave them the circuit connection so I could read their temperature. Because you could just set the inserters to run on, you know, temperature less than whatever, right? If they're hooked up to a circuit. Yeah, I mean, I could set the filter to whatever. That would be the thing, is you'd want to be able to read their temperature. Or not. Depending how evil you're feeling. How much limestone is that? 3.75. That is not half a belt. I don't even have to worry about it. where are my power poles? Lamps, power poles. This is the world's least organized mall, because it was built in the order that I got things connected to it, not in any order based off of, like, where I wanted things to be next to each other. All right, and that just leaves the Coke Belt. I guess all the way up here. I want this to go up and over this part, and then down and in. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that would be easiest. There you go. Well, this is exciting. Okay, power's broken again. My favorite. This prefers to power itself now. That was important, and I made sure it was a thing. So these should all be running at full speed. And they are. But we're still not seeing... You broke... Well, I'm glad I haven't updated yet. I'm still running a version from... Can I see the mod page from here? I can't. Not without exiting the game. But yeah, I'm still running a version from a few weeks ago. Okay, what's going on up here? Why are these not... Okay, so some of these are still backed up on ash. And that seems to be part of the problem. Is that this whole system is still draining. And that's keeping enough crushed coal from being made to keep this side fully fed. This is still powering itself, right? Everything here is green. It's all working. Except for the ones that are output full. Yeah. Okay. So I don't love that, but that system at least is fully online. It's just not providing much steam to the rest of the base. So this has got to be running... Okay. That's... not surprising, because I didn't do the same thing here that I did there. So these ash separators do not have special power. So when this system is running low, this whole thing is unhappy. And then down here, these should be running like Cold, no input fluid. Oh, right, because I have no power, so I'm not getting geothermal water. Yeah, that's to be expected. Okay. Okay, well, the last time I solved this problem, I solved it in a bad way, and I'm probably going to solve it in a bad way again. The last way I solved this problem was just throwing some burners on until things got themselves bootstrapped. Which is certainly an option again. Oh, this is also fully backed up on coke oven gas. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Okay, game. I'm picking up what you're putting down. That's a little bit more power. It's not a lot. I'm not sure. Oh, that's going to disconnect that pipe. That's not good. Will these just fit here? Yeah, they will. Not my proudest moment, but hey. This all has a little ways to go before it backs up, and I don't mind the extra power. And this will buffer steam when it's not running. This is probably not enough to stay. Is this enough to stabilize? Oh, we're right on the cusp. I did not see the new mod API feature on Tuesday, no. Are we stable-ish? Stable-ish. And entities share the... Ooh! That sounds like it's ripe for creativity and or abuse. Yeah. Yeah, that does seem like it would allow basically multi-blocks to function. Is that a like generalization of how they were doing the what's it called? The landing pads in Space Age, or is it something different? I kind of don't actually know how the landing pads work under the hood. Because I know with the landing pads, you can add the cargo expansions to them, right? Yeah. More their own thing. Just because I like using belts as buffers. Okay. Steel is back, and these should all be slowly getting up to temperature. Hmm. I do think this is slowly catching up on its ash. Slowly. I'm trying not to have to do anything really messy up there. How is my moss looking? That moss is fine, but that's not my moss input. Yeah, power disruption is going to disrupt all of this, too. I need to build more power. Alright. Iron's done. I had looked into this last week. Let's go back to YAFC. It's the one that was just... yeah. Burning things to make power before going through too many steps. I think I decided tar refining bottoms was worth it. And tar refining tops is nice for the carbolic. You can actually burn treated wood, but I'm going to actually get rid of that one. I just turn that into aromatics and burn those. I don't want to deal with growing my wood production right now. Okay. So this all nets me like 80 megawatts off of 2 belts of raw coal. And currently, I've got down here 5 belts of raw coal coming into these, which are netting me a lot less than 80 megawatts. So, I should build this design from YAFC over here. Instead of doing the coke, if instead of burning the coke, I turn it into more coal gas and tar. No, unless I process the tar further, this is net negative power. Okay. All right. So this is the thing, and I mean, really, I should build it at scale for 4 belts, right? Because that's what I have easily available in my base. So we're gonna need a bunch of oil burners. Let me get all of the like steam boiling down to the bottom. Electricity generating, steam. Creosote. I don't do tops. Okay, I have to do tops. That's fine. And I have to process the creosote. Okay. And then, oh, we get some more gasoline, and I will just feed that into the gasoline pipe. That's an input. I forgot creosote needs gasoline as an input. Okay, so we don't burn the light oil. We do aromatics and gasoline. Then we also... Oh, and this makes a huge amount more, even without burning. Yeah, and well, really, I shouldn't burn the aromatics, right? I should output my aromatics. I'm making carbolic oil, a little bit of iron oxide, that's fine. A little bit of ash from this, so I do need to get the ash processing. Oh, that's only 1? 2, I guess, technically. That's not a problem. I have the ash capacity for that. And actually, all of this ash needs to be fed into probably my trees. Like, I'm gonna lose a huge amount of my ash that I'm using for trees right now if I, So that's fine. I don't need new ash separation. Cool. This is beautiful. This is probably what I should have done instead of my whole crushed coal setup, but I guess I didn't have oil burners at the time I was designing the coal setup. Now that I'm doing aromatics, 121 versus... Nope, 95. I still need further processing if I want to get more power out. That is fine. We will turn that right into steam. Okay, 12 DDCs, no, 18. There's a way to see this whole shopping list, isn't there? Shopping list. 20 DDCs. Steam engines I don't want to worry about. Oil burners and boilers. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Shopping list? There we go. While this has been running in the background in power stabilize. It thinks it's stabilized, but I should really fix this. There's no reason to still be running these, these boilers this late into the game. It's just throwing coal down the toilet and spending a bunch of power on ash processing, and yeah, let us upgrade this, and let's get this better power setup running. Alright, so I need 20 DDCs and 19 tar processing units. Oof, alright. Do I make DDCs? Probably not. I don't think I decided to make them as an intermediary. No, I don't. But DDCs use steam engines, of course. And I will need some small parts. circuits, and I will need a bunch of copper plates. All right, 20 DDCs, 19 tar processing units. I need inductors for those. I should really be doing here, just like I did with other things. Giving myself a little buffer of inductors and eventually circuits. More steam engines. Stone furnaces, more plates, more pipes. Pipes are way down here for some reason. Stone furnaces. Plates are up here. Oh, we're making air core inductors by hand. That's no good. 6 tar processing units. Okay, I still need quite a few of those. All right, well, that's like half of them. I'm going to need a bunch of oil burners. I'm not going to try to make all of those right now. Those are kind of expensive. And I'm going to need, well, boilers. And I should have a bunch of those in my inventory. Yeah, okay. So let's get started. Let's find a place for this. The problem is a lot of this part of my base is already crisscrossed with pipes, and trying to build any sort of new setup is going to be a challenge. I don't want to go too far from this, because, like, this is where I'm going to be pulling the coal from eventually. Yeah, this isn't awful to come up to here. If I route this up, well, that's just a bunch of landfill to do that. Or, what are my other options? I mean, the other options are to grab, actually, one of my other coal patches, right, and do the power off of one of them instead of doing it off of this one, but I just wanted to easily... I was hoping I could easily just route this in from here and not even think about it, but I don't think I'm going to be that lucky. So... Yeah, maybe that's what I do. Maybe I just move this belt up here, and then I can build it up here. Because, like, if I have the initial 12 DDCs or so, like... And that's taking in 4 belts and putting out a little over a belt of regular coal. Then after that, well, really, you know, 2 sets of 6, however I do it. And then we have 6 more that would be like a little bit above them. And then those spit out the actual coke, and then we would have a bunch of boilers off to one side, sinking the coke, and then all of the fluid refining. So yeah, I think this is fine. I think there's enough space to do it here. It's reasonably easy for me to connect these up to the gasoline and aromatics lines, and I do need to do that because I'm not burning those as part of this as a power plant. Yeah, and then I just have to kind of belt these up here, and that's not too bad. I've already got things kind of here-ish anyway. All right. So let's route this up a little bit higher. I don't think I have to go all the way up, just kind of part way. But we will see how much space I actually need to clear. And this is not a surprising problem that I'm having, is it? Okay. Separate all of those by 1, so it's a little easier to tell them apart. What do we need? 5 inserters each. Oh, I need to grab a bunch of inserters. Oh, and that should be 4 groups of 3, not 3 groups of 4, shouldn't it? I'm just bad at this game. Okay. And then these will be our 4 input belts. What did I do? Four input belts. Actually, there's no reason these can't just butt up against each other, huh? Okay, that's fine. Because, yeah, these inputs are still isolated without the need for that gap. 4 inputs, okay. And then those each output 2 inserters of... Okay. One of these should be a cluster of 6. Well, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, those each need 3 inputs. So yeah, we may as well do the cluster of 6. Like that. Oh, the real question is, am I even going to be able to get my fluids out? I've been just sitting here thinking about my belts. This is all going to be wrong. This is all going to be super duper wrong. Okay. Thank you for your service. Okay, I am going to step away for a moment, refill my water. I am gonna hit the ad break button, because if I run an ad break, people that come in don't have to see pre-roll ads, so I may as well run ads when I'm not doing anything. That is the best I could do as far as ad management is to hit the button when I step away. Unfortunately. So I'm going to do that, so there will be a chunk of time where new viewers don't have to deal with ads. Sorry for everyone that has already had to deal with them. Yeah, when the ad break is done, I will be back with a full water glass and an empty bladder. All right, I have returned. Oh. Okay, yes, we're over the 1 minute. The ad break should have ended. So, what was I working on? I was working on more coal processing to burn as a power plant. And I built it, and I built it wrong. So let us try this again, except this time we're actually going to think about our fluids. Okay. And then each of these needs... How many inserters again? I already forgot. 5. 4.17, but 5. Let's see how we're doing on yellow inserters. Not many. That is not ideal. Are circuits still just rolling through, but slowly? Or am I... Circuits busted. Circuits are still rolling through, but slowly. Okay. I'll build up the rest of this, and it'll keep building inserters. All right. Okay. And then outputs are going to go... Wonder. I put this like all the way down here. Do I have room? 6 more. I do. Okay, awesome. And then the last of these are going to burn coal gas from coal. Okay. And these ones are going to spit out the coke, and they'll be dealt with. But that means is that on the output, it's 2. Let's do this. That. May as well keep it the mirrored look. Ooh. Copied more than I should have there. Okay. So that'll be all of those. And then coming in here, we will have... three inputs on each of these and 2 outputs. Then that'll do that. This one will do this. And then each of these runs 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. That should be good. And And then we have all of our outputs here. This is all coke. And these are all going to be making steam, which I want to feed into our steam system here, which is perfect. So this will just come right down here. And how many boilers do we need? 15. Each of those... Oh, I might even be able to use spray inserters for these. Okay. I'll need outserters as well for the ash. I need to remember to filter these because I have made that mistake way too many times in my life. Okay. And this, I think, will basically be the same as... Okay. This needs to come down here. This merges with this. But as a top off. Only run if O less than 80. Oh, I'm hooked up to the wrong half of that. Oops, 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 oops. This is steam out to my... Okay, that's what I want. And that way, this is the pipe from the byproducts of running shale oil, and I just want to make sure that shale oil doesn't run. Nothing else is running off of this, right? So we can let this run all day. But we want to make sure that shale oil isn't blocked and all the rest of our coal processing that actually feeds the base with all of its byproducts isn't blocked. Okay, that looks fine. That would be steam output. This will be an ash belt. This will need to go down into here and be hooked up to one of these inputs. I'll do that routing when I take this apart and route the coal up. Meanwhile... Oh, and I'm going to lose my recipe settings here, aren't I? Oops. Those are our buses for tar and coal gas. Coal gas is just going to get straight up burned. And I think I said coal and coal gas. Did I say tar and coal gas? I don't know. You know what I meant. Okay. Coal gas comes over here. That is just going to be pretty much directly burnt. Is there any other coal gas being produced except from those two things? No. Okay. So that is one of our burn products. Let's see. Do I have even one of these in my inventory? I don't. And coal gas, we're going to use 6. Let's see if I can line this up well. Hi, Starfighter LP. Welcome back in. Okay, so those will be coal gas. Woohoo! That is cool. They seem to have the tower catch dialed in. Did Starship survive this time is the real question. Oh, they just caught it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't keep myself updated on the schedule after the last scrub, so I sort of lost track of when it was going. Oh, did I just get that offset by 1? Am I that? Okay, I want that there. But still, super cool that they got another catch successfully. That is awesome. Oh. At 14 now? That's 14. Okay. I don't know why I just did that without this part on. That was silly. Oh, that's why. This shouldn't have been copied. How do I already have an orphan? Ah, there we go. Okay. So that's tar refining bottoms, middle oil goes to tar refining tops, which is only 4 tar processing units. No. Let's copy and paste this, because this has the inputs that I want. That. Where's tops? Okay, tar refining tops, good. And that will be like so. Creosote gets 1 tar processing unit to turn it into gasoline. Or, sorry, to turn it into the other thing. Turn it into aromatics. Okay. This is enough of a different build from my previous one that I'm kind of having to do it all from scratch, which... oh well. Oh, and also this is wrong. This should go up further. Actually, I'd rather have that in line. That makes more sense. Okay. Gasoline will need to come in. That's fine. Gasoline comes from 2 DDCs off of... these also have... no, these only have 3 unique outputs, right? Yes. What did I... Oh, I copied and pasted all of these things again. Another nice fireworks show? Uh-oh. Hmm. Yeah, I don't think Starship is designed for... I'm trying to remember how many engine outs. I thought Starship was supposed to handle 2 engine outs, but maybe that was an earlier iteration of it, when they were still burning... I don't remember. I know they've changed, like, which combination of the vacuum and the sea level thrusters. Yeah, but they've changed which ones they're burning at different points in the flight over time, like, from what the plan was originally, and maybe 2 engine out isn't available anymore if they changed some of it to be more efficient. Because if they're only burning the 3 vac at separation, then you can't really do 2 engine out. But I don't remember what it is they're doing at this point. Well, I know you're an orphan. The other one. Ah. All right, aromatics out. And gasoline out. Okay. So those are the 2 that need to feed back into the rest of my system because I want aromatics and gasoline. Everything else... Yeah, the space shuttle could do single-engine abort to orbit, but only in certain circumstances. It depends when during the flight profile it fails, right? And the shuttle also has, you know, ohms and other things like that that isn't available on Starship. There's a surprising amount of delta V in ohms. Yep. Yeah. For storable, high thrust, high ISP environments, hypergolics are still the cancer juice of choice. All right, I think every other liquid in this setup just needs to be burned. I also think I need to move these over a little bit because I wanted to run belts through here, but maybe I don't. Well, I'll figure that out, but could run them in from this side instead. I don't know. I'll figure it out. So what else do I need to be burning off? I need to be burning off pitch. I need to be burning off anthracene. I need to be burning off naphthalene. And all of that is... Oh, right. And that means my carbolic oil also needs to be an output. That also feeds back into more things. This is... I always get anthracene and naphthalene confused. Okay. I certainly do not understand it. That is for sure. Let's see. This is pitch. I need 3 oil burners for pitch. Some of the chemistry I understand. The various tar processing bits I really don't, because I just don't know enough about coal and tar and petrochemicals to have any idea what I'm looking at, really. 4 for anthracene and 2 for naphthalene. Okay. Is this the anthracene or the naphthalene? Anthracene. Okay. Organic chemistry is a lot of black magic, honestly. But in some ways it's more predictable than inorganic chemistry. Inorganic just is... Inorganic is all about electrons, right? And a lot of times I think inorganic chemistry is really more physics than chemistry. Okay, that should be all of the fluid outputs for this. The ones on this end still need to be hooked up to this system over here. I obviously still need a bunch of buildings, and... oh, I need to get this ash output hooked up, but that will be done as part of shutting down other things. This steam feeds in. This needs to be the same steam. Okay. This is, getting there. Oh, and I haven't even done power yet. That's probably important. All right. 4 belts of coal in. 1 belt of ash out. Not even a whole belt of ash. Oh, this isn't going to work. Because I remain an idiot. Yeah, Osmo, the... it's all way over my head, like I said. Let's, put that here. I just realized that my, well, I don't have a full belt of, coke. Do have more than half a belt. And that's also not the middle. Good job, Brandon. Okay. 1, 2, 3 machines on that side, 3 machines on that side. Splitter. And, like, in concept, pyrolysis is not that complicated, and fractional distillation is well understood, but, like, the combination of them and all of the interactions, and there's a lot more complexity than just thing breaks down in pot and then gets fractionally distilled. Thermal recycling, I like that. Well, that's not as bad as I was worried it was going to be. They share some parts. Okay. If I bring this down, will these join? Yes, I just have to bring it down by 1. Perfect. That will do. That's the only stuff with powered inserters. Everything else just needs to be powered, you know, for its own power. These don't quite reach, do they? Oh, I hate that. Hate it so much. And is this turned off again? It is. Are we out of steam again? No, we're backed up on middle oil. We're backed up on carbolic. That should never happen. Missing. What? Output full. Right. Right. Did I accidentally break my carbolic oil pipe somewhere? That wouldn't surprise me. Like right here, where I built a bunch of steam engines right in the middle of it? Yes, I did break my carbolic oil pipe. All these circuits going places I don't need them when I really need more inserters. I really don't have the circuit capacity to be pretending that I can do that, but there we go. Let's fix this disaster that I did over here. And, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've mostly been okay with the new built-in 2.0 sort of pipe visualizer, but Ryguard's is nicer for sure. Oh, this stopped running because my hydrogen sink is part of my petroleum processing. And that would have stopped running. Ugh. Yeah, when this falls over, everything is very, very sad. Oh, I forgot to grab electric poles when I was over at the mall. Oh, that's not right. Okay. Everything should be powered. This isn't at full processing capacity yet. Auto mall, like, one that can handle dependencies, or just one that sort of assumes you have all of your intermediates? Actually, let's do it at this end. I have not been brave enough to try to do that yet, personally. And that's actually also not what I want to do. Let's try this one more time. Oh, yeah, trying to get fluids built in sounds like it would add a lot of complexity. I'm tearing this all up because I'm going to replace it with electric miners as part of redoing this whole system. Okay, we're still draining the last of the ash off these belts, but I think we're good to start doing this. What are the chances that that is a load-bearing electric pole that I just unplugged? I'm going to go with nearly 100% and go ahead and rewire it. Oh, what a mess this patch is. All right. One of these right up to our main initial coal processing. Then we need... four. Oh, of course, because they're the first things to get built, right? It's... Okay, and that should be... Yeah, that's the main coal processing for the base. These four are all the new ones. I gotta be really careful tearing stuff down because so much stuff comes through here. This is what I'm gonna call a legacy portion of the base setup. All of this can come down, though. All of this can come down. This water just feeds this? No, it also feeds that. Okay. Let's route that a smarter way. Then I should be able to do this, which is terrifying. Am I going to run out of inventory space because I'm full of boilers? Probably. All right, let's dump more of the things that I don't need. Definitely don't need biocrud. Don't need this floor spalling in. All right. Look at that. Yeah, that was feeding the steam in. That's fine to go. My base is going to be really, really sad for a few minutes until I get this new power turned on. But then it's going to be really, really happy. All right. All of this is now mostly superfluous. I do not think that I need anywhere near this much ass processing coming in. But I will leave the capability to handle it here. This belt is old. This was an old... I think this was taking iron from ash processing somewhere. Sure. Stone, wood, logs. Why do I have so much chromium? Questions for the ages. Okay. But I think this needs to go up here. For now, this is going to be... Well, this is my only ash feeding into the system, which is not going to be enough. Oh, I unplugged all of this. Really? This doesn't come through here? Oh, no, it doesn't. Okay. This probably needs to be lane balanced, too. Do that. Although, is that what I wanted to do? Or do I need to lane... Whatever. It'll certainly help. Realistically, though, we should be way low on power. Oh, and we're not. I'm shocked that this is working. This is just a compressor is really all it is. Making sure that I push, whoops, ash to the actual consumers before it goes to be recycled. But as you can see, I have mostly erased it from existence because all of the ash input to it is gone. There's just, well, really the only ash input will be coming from here, and this is only 10 something ash a second. I can probably even merge it with this one, in fact. I don't know if this is enough ash to run the things that need ash. I might need to pull ash in from up here instead of processing it all on site up here. Speaking of that, how bad are my... That's not awful. Okay. And I'm really, really surprised that the base is running right now. Like, at all. Indeed. Oh! I know why we're running so well. Okay. Yeah, this is temporary. We had a lot of excess carbolic oil in the system. It was fully backed up. So this is like running full speed. In fact, this can't even seem to liquefy the carbolic oil fast enough. I need a third one of these. These each only work on 5. So I need a third retorter up here. I don't know why I only built 2. Probably I assumed I would never have enough carbolic oil to run this at full speed. But at any rate, once this carbolic oil stops backing up, I won't have enough shale oil, so that's fine. We will continue to we will need more power soon. I think we're running a lot more steam off of these poor little steam engines than I had ever really intended for them to provide. All right, let's get this hooked up. I've got 4 belts of coal that need to find their way up there. I am really inclined to just, like, punch a hole in this and make space for these belts. Where do I have them right now? Here. Move these over to, like, here. Does that work? Yes, it does. And it works to here. And here I have... What is this? Oh, this is just a pump. I can move these around. No problem. I don't think I've ever gotten so lucky trying to route a bunch of belts through an existing space. Oh, and here's where the luck ends. Okay. But still, pretty good. Pretty good up to this pipe. Oh, so close. Okay, that's fine. We'll come over here. Okay, this is going to keep coming down. And then all of this goes bye-bye. How many of these am I actually going to get rid of? I think I can get rid of most of them. I really do. There's nothing moving through that, is there? Okay. These ones can all go. Be careful with my pipes that are here. All right. While I'm thinking about all this, I'm going to change this horrible mess so that we're not there. So right now, I have literally just one belt of ash coming in here. And I just need to split it in half. So we're going to do that. And we're going to see if it gets to be anywhere close to enough ash for what I need. It probably won't be. And I'm just leaving the ability to process some ash here if I ever need it, but, like, I don't really want to. Down here. Up. That. Ooh, that lines up. Okay. That's beautiful. Okay, so 4 belts of coal coming up here. This is going to be backing up on some things as it turns on. I obviously still haven't built all the buildings. I still haven't built the burners. I still haven't hooked up the base construction robotics gives storage chests, really basic roboports, and Mark 1 construction robots. I don't think I'm researching it for any particular reason. I just queued up a bunch of the pile of texts that were left, and it was there. I'm not sure I'm going to bother. I think running around and letting my personal RoboPort from the Quick Start mod do things is going to be better than using the tier 1 construction robots. But that's not a lot of steel. Are these all running? You're not hot enough. Interesting. Yeah, these can't push heat all the way down here. I didn't even think of that. I somehow doubt that one more is enough to combat the heat loss. I think we're going to have to, well, maybe. Because it only got to like 460 here, and if I can push this up to closer to 500, these will start turning on. I don't have a lot of headroom, I guess, with the burners, right? Because they only heat to 500 and these need 450. I might have to give up on this thought of using burners here and switch this to a coal plant, just because I'll have a lot more headroom to heat things up. Not for this process, unfortunately. There's no the options to generate heat, and I'll flip over to YAFC just because it's hilarious. Because Melon is an absolute sadist, the things we can use to generate heat are the burners, coal power plants, nuclear reactors, and RTGs. That's it. I think eventually I get other ways of making steel that don't need heat, but not until future science, so unfortunately, this is all we got. And this is not heating up even with these extra ones here. So yeah, I think this is just the temperature drop across the heat pipes is too great, and I don't have enough headroom, unfortunately. So I'm going to need to make a couple of coal power plants, which need a bunch of stuff. But at least I have a trickle of steel, and that'll be enough that I can make the power plants that I need. I'm not going to worry about that right now. I'm going to get the rest of that other thing done, and then come back to worrying about my steel build over here. Oh, stop making inductors. Stop. I have a buffer for those. Oh, I needed 2 more. Darn it. What do I need? Oh, just iron plates. Okay, that's fine. Oh, crap. You know what else I didn't do? Because I'm a big ol' idiot. Well, one, I didn't hook up all of this output here. That's fine. I also just really did not account for all this Hoojadooji. The rust. Iron oxide. So I need to redo this too, to account for that. Which is fine. We'll just split it off here. Do that. And then do the same thing here. And run this underneath. Okay, that should be fine. That should do what I want. Oh, the Linux kernel drama around Rust has been such a disaster. Don't even get me started. Oh, that's right. These output that too, don't they? That's fine. Yeah, I agree. Better late than never. There's just not that much iron oxide coming in, so I can happily merge it with what's in this build already. Okay. And I think this furnace has plenty of capacity for all the iron oxide between both of these builds. This is now backed up on... Oh, right, because I have none of the fluid burners. Of course, everything's going to back up on everything. That's just how this is going to work. Let's get all of this hooked up. Because I'm a big old dummy and just missed a whole bunch of... Oh, pipes! And then I went ahead and put a belt where all my pipes need to go. So I'm a double dummy. Okay. This is fine. This just comes right up here. Okay. This is just coal. Okay. This is also just coal. These are our two. Yeah. That's what I want. Two halves of the oxide. Then this oxide comes from here, from this processing, and it all goes down here. Okay, good. That is done. Our output is done. This should all be feeding up into... Oh, it would help if I had steam. Yes. So I want this to all come off of steam, like, here. This is the sort of... intermediate place. Okay. Gasoline, good. And actually the output of gasoline here needs to be an overflow valve because I don't want this to get blocked. Good. And then, okay, aromatics, all of these need to be hooked up to the other system. So this is an aromatics pipe. Where do I have aromatics coming from? Aromatics are going to be down here somewhere. Aromatics. Aromatics. Yes, this is all aromatics. This is all aromatics. It goes down here for some reason. Where am I making plastic? Here. Okay. So yeah, this is where it needs to come in. And of course, the busiest part of the setup. Yeah, we're deep in the noodles, for sure. Each of the modules that I built for this coal setup is fairly reusable, but the coal setup as a whole is not really well designed. And I built it all pretty spread out so that I could get things in and out of it, like, on purpose. This setup doesn't do as much processing. We don't have access to all the byproducts, right? But we get... This is just for power. Okay. So that's aromatics, gasoline, whatever. Carbolic oil is going to be kind of a pain to hook up to. Actually, carbolic oil, well, where's the carbolic oil pipe? Here? Yeah, we can go up and over. Carbolic oil is here. All right, that should drain the carbolic oil. Excellent. And more carbolic oil means more stone and more tar is more fuel. So all of that is good. Like this system should keep running a little more consistently, I hope. But we shall see. Oh, and I need to reconnect this belt. I forgot about that. That is also important. What else do I need to hook up? Oh, gasoline. Gasoline out is probably important too. It's not like it's the main fuel for the rest of my base or anything. Okay, gasoline. What I should probably do down here... Yeah, these are not really keeping up. System running full bore? Seems like it. It's trying to, at any rate. I should be able to get more fuel in here, ideally. I may also change how I have these pipes configured. Right now, it just dumps whichever one of these is higher into the system, but, you know, that's probably not the most ideal way to do it. Beautiful. How's all this doing? What are we short on? That would be incredible if such a mod exists. I would love that. Oh, hey, we're right on the cusp of power again. So our power is spiky. That is a thing that I am learning. But I should be able to turn on that other system once I get some oil burners built. What do I need for those? A bunch of iron plates, realistically. Okay. I probably also need, like, steam engines and electric mining drills for oil burners. All right. I've got those. Labs, gasifiers, intermetallics. I need more intermetallics. Labs use just belts and small parts. How am I on small parts? I need more small parts. And the other thing was gasifiers, which are steel, inductors, steam engines, which I grabbed, I think. Yeah. What was my shopping list? 15 oil burners in total. All right. Oh, I'm building pipes too. Don't want to do that. Pipe. Steel. Steel is still my limiting factor. All right. Fortunately, I have a bunch buffered on my belts that I could steal. Okay, and then for the oil burners themselves, I need 20 times 13, so a few hundred small parts, that's fine. A bunch of intermetallics, that's fine. A bunch of mining drills, that's fine. And a bunch of iron plates, which I just need to collect from somewhere. Nine. $14. There we go. That's all of our oil burners. Oh, nope. 15, not 14. Whatever. Okay. And I didn't do water into this system, so none of this is going to run anyway. Also, let's... just to clear the iron oxide off of the belts, otherwise I will forget about it. And water there, water over here. And I should be able to just drop a pump over here. Beautiful. And I need one more of these oil burners to actually connect everything through. Not enough plates? That's not enough plates. That's not enough plates. Okay, there we go. And hopefully the system will turn on. What will happen to this system, though, is that if there is not enough demand in the rest of my base for the gasoline and the aromatics, then this will back up on those byproducts because it's being just pushed into the rest of the base. So I do at some point, I need to keep an eye on these, and I may need to go ahead and add overflows from these off to additional burners if I find that I'm losing power because this system backs up. If that makes sense. But I believe all of these should be running at this point. No, they're not. Come on, Brandon, be smarter. What do I need? That. And then I need to do the same thing. 1, 2, 3 here. Okay. That should do the trick now. Because, yeah, each of these is putting down a little bit more than half a belt. So, of course, I have to actually split it between the two halves of the belt. Okay. We're looking good. Everything's turning on. I mean, this should be backing up on Steam pretty quickly. Although right now maybe it's still pulling more steam than it's generating. Oh no, we are good. We're making plenty of steam. Okay. Hello. Good to see you again, Fiery Boy. I appreciate the... whatever that is. Is that a raccoon? I like an excited raccoon. Good evening. Oh, it's a cat. Okay. I have, my second monitor is ancient, and it is like... I don't even want to know what its actual, like, screen refresh period is, but if I move my mouse across it too quickly, I can, like, see the trails. It is that old of an LCD monitor, and anything that moves quickly in chat just turns into a blur on it. Okay, that is oil power that I'm going to call done. This steel build needs fixing. We need to get a coal power plant built, which is going to stink. Oh, speaking of horrible blurry screens, the 3DS. I'm sure somebody somewhere has built a proper, it's... I guess the screen is good as long as you don't turn on the 3D. That's fair. I remember trying to use the 3D on a 3DS and never quite being able to get it to work right for my eyes. But that was also a long time ago. Your metallics, a couple of gasifiers, and a bunch more steel. Okay. Yeah, it's been so long since I used a 3DS. I never had one of my own. Okay. Oh, one more of those. Oops. Of course, steel. I'm running around stealing whatever I can from my bus, trying to get enough stuff in my inventory to fix my steel production. What else do I need? More steam engines, more steel, and a couple more intermetallics. Okay, we're so close. Yeah, and the one that I used was probably a first-gen 3DS, not even the XL. So I'm sure the screen was comparatively even worse. All right. All of this goes away. Cannot insert biomass. Inventory is full. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that my inventory is full of garbage again. Who could ever have anticipated this? Oh. I can't wait until I have logistics bots and trash slots. It's gonna be so nice. Okay, so where's that power plant I built? We're actually going to need 2 of these. Almost done with Pi Science 1. Congratulations. Yeah, that takes a while. I remember the first time I played Pi was before they had added automation science back in. So you had to do everything for Pi Science 1 before you got any research started. It did mean you had more stuff at the beginning. But, yeah. It was a lot to get to that point, for sure. Oops. Okay. And you know what? It's been a while since I put one of these on. Let's take this like that, in like this, down here. That should hopefully turn this on. And yeah, electric miners are awesome, but also your electricity demand is going to spike a lot, and you don't have a lot of great options until you get more through Pi Science 1. You don't get, I think... Yeah, you don't get oil burners until oil industry machinery down here. You do get crushed coal relatively early, if I recall. Yeah, just a couple of steps down. Oh, I hope it's getting hot in here. This is like my 3rd attempt at getting this whole thing to work right. Are you hooked up to the network still? Yeah, you're cooling down at this end, but you are connected. One of these won't quite be enough to run this whole setup, but yeah, it'll turn up. Should be able to provide enough power to keep most of them running. I think it's only like 1.3. What did I see for this? Steel production. Coal. Yeah, 1 1/3. So we should get, I don't know, down to here or so. But the thing that this should help with, instead of the other burners, like I was saying earlier, is that you can see this caps out at a much higher temperature. And actually, if I go to one that's warmed up, yeah, it goes up to 1,000 degrees instead of 500. And since these need 450 to operate, the temperature drop across the heat pipes shouldn't be as detrimental to running a whole row of them. I also could have, like, changed my setup to run more of the, you know, spread out the biomass heaters or whatever, but... The other thing I need to do is output ash from this. And do I have a reasonable spot to hook that into my system? What am I doing with the ash over here? Oh, literally nothing. I'm just letting it back up. Okay, perfect. I need to fix that ash, too. So I have ash... Oh no, that's not ash. This is ash. Yeah. I have all of this ash that comes in, eventually merges with this ash, which is not running. What did we back up on? Carbolic. Carbolic? Oh, because I missed some pipes. Or probably I just misclicked. There we go. And these ones can ease. Okay, there we go. And we will see if I need to expand this some more. I might need to, depending on how much carbolic is backed up in the system. I never thought I'd see the day I was backed up on carbolic oil. And yet here we are. I don't really know how to feel about that. It does solve my stone problems. I'm also apparently backed up on... Oh, because this inserter is just way too flippin' slow. Yeah. Let's be less stupid, Brandon. Come on. Okay, hopefully that is more than enough to keep up now. Over here, we have very little demand for anything. How is steel going? Is steel turning on? Steel is turning on. We're up to about a third. And this one is still warming up. Okay. So I think... Oh yeah, this isn't even up to full temperature yet. And it might not get up to full temperature until I turn on the second one. Just because of the draw on its heat down here. But still, that is good to see. If I want to build a second one of these, I'm going to need a lot of stuff. I don't really want to collect right now. What is this? Oh, yeah. Okay. So this system seems to be working as intended. Gasoline will flush out when it gets full. This doesn't make a huge amount of gasoline because I'm not processing everything down like I am in the main setup. Aromatics are going out. We're probably mostly pushing aromatics out to our base now. Oh, look at that. Yeah. We're building up aromatics and gasoline again. That's good. The fuel pipe is fuel piping. I'm starting to feel like I've largely resolved my power crisis, at least for the short term. This was all intended to be temporary and needs to go away. Because it's awful. I do need some of the steam from this. And then... Why isn't this running? This isn't running because... No bricks. No bricks because no heat demand? No heat demand because... No glass demand? No glass demand because the rest of the base is sad? Oh, I guess with, because this has been stopping on and off, we haven't been making rubber consistently. Although now I'm worried that we're not making latex. Output foot? I'm correct. We're not making latex. Why are we not making latex? Because I have no stone. Oh. I don't think I've ever seen my stone get that bad. Oh, because I flipped this. Okay. No, that needs to go down there. Okay. Lesson learned. That goes down. I changed that earlier as an experiment, and it was a bad choice. I guess I could split it both ways and not prioritize. That's not... I was trying to get my moss running more consistently again, was why I had flipped this to send more of the stone over here. Down here... So far, this is looking fine in terms of its ability to feed our ash demands. We do also have... Or we had backup ash. Why is this... Oh, that got flipped. I was going to say, we should be able to feed some extra ash in here. Because this is what's feeding trees, so this should, you know... Also... Oh no, that's fine. That's supposed to be biomass. This doesn't have saline, again, because no stone. That's fine. Stone is coming. In bits and starts, stone is coming. This system is running. This system is backed up on... Right, I said I needed another retorter up here to get this whole thing running consistently. Okay, let's build another retorter. Head up there. Oh, these are flipped horizontally from one another. Ah, okay. Why did I do that? They are indeed asymmetric. Don't love any of this. We're gonna get rid of one of these, and we're going to do them all identical. Guess I was trying to save a little bit of pipe on connecting them. I'm really not sure. Okay, and then this, which is... I think stone from my glass factory? Yes. Needs to come over. Power that there, and connect glass up again. Okay, so that's 3 retorters now, which should let this run a full belt of everything. I might need lane balancers. No, it seems like it's going to run. Okay. Yeah, we're now getting a full belt of stone, and our carbolic is backed up. This is a problem. I was not anticipating that. Yeah, this is a problem. Okay, well, I'm going to have to deal with a whole bunch more carbolic oil. I don't know if I have a sink for it, other than making stone. And I do need stone. I've had a stone shortage my whole game. Okay, well, when I'm looking for organic solvent, I'll eventually be able to use it for that. But in the meantime, it looks like the options are expand my stone mining and all of the oil processing that goes with that, or turn it into creosote, which I also don't need. Although the creosote then gets turned into aromatics, right? So... wherever I do that. I do have an overflow for creosote into aromatics here. Do I have an overflow for carbolic into creosote, or did I assume that that would never happen? I may have just assumed that that would never happen, and I can make that overflow. I can set that up, I don't know, around here somewhere. I guess it would have to come off of this chunk, because we're pumping out of this further down. But I can pull off of this and do that conversion as well and feed that into the system. I might have to expand this and it would suck down gasoline, but it would be a sink for it. I don't really want to do that. Feels like it's wasting a lot if I did that. These aren't quite running at 8 items. I'll see how the system behaves once things sort of stabilize, but I'm concerned. I'm concerned that this is already going to be turning off this system. Although so far, no. We must have a pump somewhere nearby. Yeah, here. Well, so far the game is managing to push this through first, which is good. But we are pulling more or generating more carbolic than we can use. Yep, that's a problem. I mean, it should mean that, hey, this is running again. Excellent. Making plenty of landfill, that's for sure. My other concern is that when this comes in, there's a full belt of stone, which is, yeah, finally making its way across the map. We may not have... We might lose capacity to deal with other parts of our stone because I kind of assumed that I could merge it all into one place. Like, we have a single stone belt in the base right now, and it all comes through this spot in the middle. So if I don't take care of stone effectively... And I guess that's fine, right? I can split off another thing from this point and merge this into like 2 different paths and make sure that it goes someplace useful. Yeah, why am I not making science? Let's figure that out. I'm sure it's not this build. This build is fine. This build is fully backed up. Yes. This build lacks bottles, and that's what I expected, because we weren't making latex for a while. because there was no stone. We have stone again, so we should be making latex. It looks like our ash has caught up with our trees. Does that mean all of our tree production is running, or does that mean we're out of moss? That means all of our trees are running. Wow, yeah. Wood is backing up. That's awesome. What else is going on in this base? Down here at this glass build. Okay, we are getting stoppers arriving. Slowly but surely we're getting stoppers again. So we are making glassware down here. It just probably hasn't made its way back to... That might actually be the first piece of glassware that has actually arrived on the belt, coming up to this build again to make the Paisai 1 packs. So that needs to catch up. That belt fully drained. Wow. What a mess. What about... Yeah, this is still running as fast as it can here. I think I probably want to route some of my petri dishes from this build down to... Why aren't you running? I don't have agar. Oh! Okay. So these are going to run off of this steam, and then I need to overflow this steam back into my main steam system somehow, or just cool it if it overflows. I guess that's an option too. I can always just put in cooling towers. But right now, that's less of a concern than this not running at all. You know, it depends on the overall heat demand of the system, how much glass we're making up here, etc. But I'll just keep an eye on this one. I'm not going to worry too much about it. Like, all that this is feeding right now, I think, is cDNA. So it's really not critical for this to be fed at all. Oh, right. I was draining this belt. Forgot about that. So this can all be deleted. Okay. Something else cleaned up, at least. Oh, okay. I've definitely just drifted into kind of puttering around the base mode and not a focusing on anything interesting mode. Things are mostly working. Power is definitely not a problem. My carbolic is backed up, which I knew it would be. Yeah, output full. Alright, I need to figure out a carbolic oil sink, which is probably more stone, which is going to be great. I love that I'm going to have more stone. It's just not what I was expecting my problem to be. So I'm going to park myself here. I'm going to add a new to-do list. Double stone. And that will be the thing we start with next time. Next Tuesday. Yeah, as I have said for the past couple streams, I'm missing Saturday's usual stream. I am going out Friday night for my birthday, and I don't want to get in front of a computer first thing Saturday morning after I've been out late. I am going to try to do a makeup stream probably Sunday evening, but I'm not sure exactly when that is yet. I will try to announce it in my Discord and on my Blue Sky as soon as I know exactly what the schedule is. Both of those are linked down below. So yeah, thank you very much to everyone who tuned in. Thank you very much to everyone watching this VOD on YouTube. If you are watching this on YouTube and want to watch me live, the link to my Twitch is down below in the description, and you can see my full schedule on that page. It is Tuesday and Thursday afternoons, and usually Saturday mornings, US Pacific times. If you are watching this on YouTube and want to do anything to feed the algorithm, that is always greatly appreciated. It really does help a budding content creator like myself. And thanks once again to everyone who has helped get me to the point where I am, where I finally hit Twitch affiliate today. It does mean a lot, and it feels really good. You know, after the past couple of months of trying to do this a couple of times a week to hit that milestone. So yeah, I'm going to call it here. Next time we have stone production and maybe other carbolic oil sinks to worry about. I wish I had gotten more forward progress done, but it is what it is. And also, I apparently unplugged this belt. All right, calling it here. Thank you very much one more time.